Good day and welcome. This is Mr. Simons. This lesson, grade 10 equations, we'll be looking at algebraic fraction equations, but they have a single term as a denominator. Right, so in problem 1, the question generally reads, solve for x. So they give me 7x over 3 minus 3 equal x over 5 plus 15. Right, my objective is to get rid of the denominators. So because I have two different denominators, I'm just going to multiply them. As you can see, 3 can't go in 5. So therefore I say 3 times 5, which gives me a lowest common denominator of 15. Right, now I'm just putting an extra step to show you how I get rid of the denominators. I multiply everything by 15. So there it reads 15 times 7x over 3 minus 3 times 15. 15 times x divided by 5 plus 15 times 15. So 3 goes into 15 5 times, therefore that becomes 5 times 7x. Negative 3 times 15 becomes negative 45. 5 goes in 15 3 times, so that becomes 3 times x. And 15 times 15, which gives me 225. 5 times 7x would give me 35x. 3 times x, 3x, right? So take them to the same side, 35x. If it's positive here, it becomes minus 3x. They have 225, negative 45. If I take it over, it becomes plus 45, which gives me 270. Always divide by the coefficient of x. So x equal 270 divided by 32. You can leave as that, or can express as 8 and 14 over 32. And if you want to simplify further, 8 and 7 over 16. Alright, so that's problem number 1. Let's look at problem number 2. Right, so here they gave us x divided by 3 plus x over 6 equal 1 plus 5x over 12. We are required to solve for x. So we look here, 3 can divide into 12. 6 can also divide into 12. So therefore my LCD is simply 12. If I wanted to, I could have said 3 times 6 times 12 and just work to the very big value. So now I'm going to multiply everything by 12. So that becomes 12 times x divided by 3. 12 times x divided by 6. 1 times 12, which is 12. And 12 times 5x over 12. 3 goes in 12, 4 times. So 4 times x, 4x. 6 goes into 12, 2 times. 2 times x, 2x, equal 12. 12 divided by 12 cancels. I'm left with 5x. 4x plus 2x would give me 6x, equal 12 plus 5x. If I bring 5x over, it becomes 6x minus 5x equal 12. 6x minus 5x is x, so therefore x simply equals to 12. So in every exam we have one with a single term denominator, right? Let's look at the next problem. So number 3, I have 2 over 3x plus 5 over 6x equal 1 over 12x plus 1. Because my LCD has an x in it, there 3 and 6 can divide in 12, so my LCD is 12x. Take note, x not allowed to be equal to 0, because 12 times 0 is 0, and anything divided by 0 is undefined. Same applies by those two. So you had 2 times 12x, 5 times 12x, 1 times 12x, which is 12x, and 1 times 12x, which is 12x. Right? So x and x cancel, 3 goes in 12, 4 times. X and x cancels, 6 goes in 12, 2 times. 12x divided by 12x equal 1. Anything divided by itself always equal 1. And they have 12x. 2 times 4 gives me 8. 5 times 2 gives me 10. If I take plus 1 and I bring it to the other side, becomes negative 1 equal 12x. 8 plus 10 gives me 18. Minus 1 gives me 17. We always divide by the coefficient of x. So x there becomes 17 divided by 12. Right, so if you're enjoying the lesson so far, please remember to subscribe to stay up to date. Like, share, and subscribe. Let's look at the next problem. Right, so I have 3a squared plus 6a divided by 6a equal 12. That should read solve for a. No? So First, here I can multiply the 6a away. So that becomes 2 times 6a. And I'm left with a 3a squared plus 6a. Right? 2 times 6a would give me 12a. So 3a squared plus 6a equal 12a. Bring 12a over, 6a minus 12a would give me minus 6a. Right? And from there, when I have two terms, there's only two ways to factorize. Either there's a common factor or difference of two squares. 6 and 3 not perfect squares, so we'll look for common factor. So 3 can divide in 3 and 6, so therefore 3 is a common factor, and a squared and a, lowest value, a I can take out. So 3a squared divided by 3a, 3 divided by 3 is 1, a squared divided by a gives me a. Negative divided by positive is negative. 6 divided by 3 is 2. And a cancels. So now, using zero factor law, I can say 3a equals 0. Or a minus 2 equals 0. There, 0 divided by 3 gives me 0. But remember, a cannot equal 0. Because if a is 0, that becomes undefined. That would be 6 times 0. And anything divided by 0 would be undefined. If I take negative 2 over, a equal to 2. So I hope you enjoyed the lesson. I hope you understand. Any questions, query, feel free to ask in the comments.